Lies of P is hands down the best Souls-like game I have ever played outside of anything FromSoftware has made. And that is not an exaggeration. It's not hyperbole, and it's not just me riding a wave of post-game hype. I've tried so many Souls-like titles over the years, games clearly inspired by the formula of Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring, but almost all of them at some point lose me. I'll start strong, get a few hours in, and then slowly feel that spark fade away. Sometimes it's because the combat feels off. Sometimes it's because the difficulty is frustrating instead of rewarding. Sometimes it's because the world feels empty, without that sense of mystery and interconnectedness. But no matter the reason, I almost never finish them. Yet here I am, dozens of hours into Lies of P, not only still playing, but actively looking forward to each session. I'm enjoying myself in a way I never expected with a non-FromSoft Souls-like, and that alone is a massive achievement. The first thing that hooked me was the presentation. Lies of P doesn't just look good, it looks incredible. The art direction is bold, unique, and dripping with atmosphere. The setting takes a Belle Époque-inspired city and twists into a dark, gothic fairy tale nightmare. Streets are littered with broken automatons. Grand architecture is cloaked in eerie silence, and every shadow feels like it's hiding something sinister. It's the kind of world that begs you to explore it, even though you know danger is lurking around every corner. The Pinocchio theme isn't just a cheap gimmick either. It's embedded into the tone, the design, and even the smallest environmental details. This is a game that makes you stop just to soak in the scenery, to notice the way the light bounces off rain-slick cobblestones, or the way fog clings to the ground in the distance. Then there's the combat, and this is where Lies of P truly separates itself from most other Souls-like attempts. So many games try to mimic FromSoftware's mechanics on a surface level. They add a stamina bar, give you a dodge roll, and throw in heavy and light attacks. But they miss the deeper philosophy. Lies of P understands that combat in this genre is about weight, precision, and tension. Every swing in this game feels purposeful. Dodging is responsive, but not so forgiving that you can just spam it without thought. Parrying is satisfying in a way I haven't felt outside of Sekiro, with perfect blocks that can stagger enemies and turn the tide of a fight. And then there's the weapon system. Being able to swap blade and handles to create your ideal weapon is genius. It's not just a stats game. It's about finding what feels right in your hands. That customization kept me experimenting constantly, and I never felt locked into one play style. The difficulty is pitch perfect. Lies of P is challenging, but it's fair in a way that makes you want to keep going after every defeat. When you die, you know why. You missed time to dodge, you got greedy with attacks, you didn't read a pattern correctly. The bosses are the stars of the show, each one a stylish, terrifying puzzle of movement and attack patterns. They demand your attention. They force you to learn. And when you finally land that last hit after dozens of failed attempts, the rush of satisfaction is unmatched. This is the kind of difficulty that builds you up, not beats you down. Another huge plus is the pacing. Lies of P respects your time, something not every Souls-like does. Checkpoints are placed thoughtfully, avoiding the frustration of endless enemy gauntlets just to get another shot at a boss. The areas are big enough to feel worth exploring, but never so bloated that you feel lost or burned out. There's a sense of forward momentum in everything you do, whether you're unlocking shortcuts, finding upgrade materials, or piecing together more of the game's mysteries. It's the perfect balance between exploration and progression. The story is far more engaging than I expected. Many non-FromSoft Souls-likes either drown you in overly complicated lore dumps or give you such a bare-bones plot that you barely notice it exists. Lies of P finds a sweet spot. It's mysterious enough to make you think, but clear enough that you always understand your immediate goals. The Pinocchio inspiration adds a surprising layer of moral weight. Your choices actually matter, influencing how the narrative unfolds and even which ending you get. It's rare for me to be this invested in the story of a Souls-like, but here I am, eager to see how my decisions shape the outcome. The sound design is equally top tier. The clang of steel, the creak of mechanical limbs, the distant echo of something moving just out of sight. It all works to keep you immersed. The music knows when to swell into something dramatic and when to fade into eerie minimalism. Even the voice acting is strong, adding personality and depth to the characters you meet along the way. But maybe the most impressive thing is that Lies of P doesn't feel like it's desperately trying to be a FromSoftware game. It's not a hollow imitation. It builds on a genre's foundation while forging its own identity. It's confident. It's deliberate. It's creative in ways I didn't expect. That's what makes it so easy to recommend. I'm not just playing this to scratch the itch between FromSoft releases. I'm playing it because it's genuinely one of the best gaming experiences I've had in years. Most other Souls-like titles I've tried felt like shadows of something greater. Lies of P feels like it stands shoulder to shoulder with the originals in terms of quality. It's polished, atmospheric, challenging, and deeply rewarding. If you played Dark Souls, Bloodborne, or Elden Ring, you'll feel right at home. But you'll also be pleasantly surprised by the unique twists this game brings to the table. And if you've tried other Souls-likes and walked away unimpressed, this might be the one that finally clicks. For me, this isn't just another good game. It's a milestone. It's the only non-FromSoft Souls-like that has kept me hooked from the very first hour to where I am now, with no signs of burnout. I want to finish it. I want to see everything it has to offer. And coming from someone who has dropped almost every other attempt at this formula, that says it all. Lies of P is a masterpiece in its own right, and I commend it highly, not just as a great Souls-like, but as one of the best games I've played in a long, long time.